This is the disembodied voice of Dan St.Yves. And for today, I'm talking with singer-songwriter Jenn Beaupré about her brand new CD, Reach Out. Thanks for taking time to chat today.
No, thank you for coming.
Oh, just a great thrill after having discovered you online. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But are you from Calgary originally?
I grew up mostly in Drumheller, Alberta, but I've been in Calgary for 10 years.
Wow. And your career has really taken off since you've been here.
I don't know. It's a tough thing to say, taken off. You know, you're always striving for more, but it's coming along. Coming along.
How long have you been playing piano and singing?
I guess since I was 15. I taught myself piano, and I took 1 year, 2 years of kind of classical singing training, but I really wanted to go a different direction, and then I did.
Well, I'll talk about the difference between a couple of your albums in a second, but award-winning performer, in your decade-plus career, you've appeared on Canadian Idol, Stampede City Sessions, you've performed at the Vancouver Olympics, opened for the Moscow Ballet, won the Calgary Stampede's Most Promising Young Artist Award, and sing the national anthem at several NHL games.
So fun.
How does all that stuff come about?
Determination. I definitely love what I do, but I also really look for opportunities to present what I do to people, and you have to. In my line of work, you really have to push.
It's not just about being an accomplished singer, songwriter, entertainer.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter a lot. It matters a little, but it is about marketing and again, entrepreneurial spirit, to really want people to see what you're doing. How do I get what I do to people who I know will like it? It's hard.
So how do you get into so on that? How do you promote yourself and get yourself opening up or playing with the Moscow Ballet?
I think lots of networking and lots of people who I've come across who believe in what I do, and leveraging those relationships into opportunities like the Moscow Ballet.
So this is actually being recorded January 2015. You were really busy with a bunch of corporate work, and I imagine that's all self-promotion.
It is, and I have to be honest, I love corporate work. I think a lot of musicians will turn their nose up at what I just said, but I get treated extremely well. I play in beautiful rooms with beautiful sound for beautiful people. It's in the beginning, I don't know that I loved it, but it was good money. Now I truly love everything about it, and in the future that will be something I'm pressing for equally, along with my Jenn Beaupré artist self.
You've put out 3 CDs so far, and did that happen before or after Canadian Idol?
After.
Okay.
After.
So a bit of a momentum bump from that, or?
I don't know if it was momentum so much, because those are all incredibly independent records, self-funded. Well, actually, I shouldn't say self-funded. I've had funding from a radio station. But, yeah, I think I'm still at a point where very independent. The word independent is very significant for me still, which I hope shifts in the coming year.
I discovered you sort of by accident. You followed me on Twitter. I immediately went and started to check you out online.
Which I love, thank you.
Oh my God, and your videos, like for people that have not discovered you, I'll be putting links up to your website and to your YouTube channel. You've got some amazing stuff on there, and I think what really did it for me, I watched the music video for What If. I mean, just holy mackerel.
Thank you.
Immediately went on to iTunes and downloaded This Time, which was your second album. So after watching that music video, you now take a different version on your latest CD from your piano-centric sort of music, which is still much there, but there's a little bit of horns, and it's kind of got a bit of a Motown feel, soul.
I will be honest, it's almost embarrassing after 10 years to admit this, but I am still discovering myself. I am still discovering who I want to be, who is Jenn Beaupré the artist. I actually really like that direction, and I'm tempted to push it even further in that direction in the future, because the tracks that take the most Motown feel are my favorite on this record. Really, I didn't know what this record would be. I just knew that, I don't know if this is reasonable, but I wanted to go to New York. I wanted to sniff the New York air eat a New York hot dog, work with those people. That's my picture with Norah Jones.
Oh my gosh.
She popped into the studio where I was recording because she was recording in the same studio in another room, and I had some of her musicians on my record. So that's the kind of thing that when people say to me, why would you go all the way to New York? There's great people in Calgary. I know that, but I wanted that experience. That could not have happened here in Calgary. And the people I worked with were a very different flavor. I attribute the little bit of a shift in the sound to me shifting, just opening and shifting into a new place, new vibe.
Now you did a cover version on there, a fantastic cover version of "Bring It On Home." Mm-hmm. Did that start the process, or had you already got your new sort of sound? I don't want to say new sound, but...
No, it's so interesting that song came up because I didn't even know that was my new sound. And the producer said to me, you need a cover song. He said, that's kind of the stamp I put on indie artists' records. I want you to pick one. And I threw at him a bunch of titles, and he said, no. And finally I said, look, we're not doing a cover. You don't agree with anything I say. The last thing I could possibly throw out is the song I love, but you're probably not going to like it because you've complained about everything. Bring It On Home. Sold. Perfect. Done. I wish I'd have said it first because but then it seemed when we started arranging the songs, it was kind of like, wow, that's a good fit. Fits, yeah.
Oh, excellent. And it does, with your opening song and that to close it off, it's just a perfect hammock to everything else that you've got on there.
Thank you.
And I'm really thrilled that you recorded that ballad, Angel Who's Lost. Ugh. Oh my God. Now there's a story behind that, isn't there?
Yeah, a dear friend of mine lost her brother to suicide a few summers ago, and she called me and told me what happened, and I hung up the phone and did not know what else to do other than sit here and just say it into the piano. And that song, some songs take forever to write. They span a year. Some songs are 5 minutes, and that's a 5-minute song.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And even on the version on the video, it's just an amazing, impactful song. It's certainly where I lean, but I mean, this is the thing is I love what you've taken with this path on this new CD. There are a couple of sayings that come to mind when I think of you and your music. Write what you know and wear your heart on your sleeve, which is funny because we mentioned that before we started the interview. Your songs are so often personal and occasionally heart-wrenching, like Angel Who's Lost. Do your musical inspirations play a part in that at all?
I would say so, but I would also like to say that I think I've taken I think criticism might be the wrong word, but some of the people I've written with say, can't you try something a little less obvious, a little more esoteric, a little more indie, a little bit more not so hard on sleeve. Let people tell their own story. And the more I tried, the more I was discouraged because it's not how I talk. It's not my language. But yes, I mean, in the very beginning of my career, I was very inspired by Sarah McLachlan. Eva Cassidy is a humongous inspiration, who didn't even write a lot, but her interpretations to me are hard on sleeve. She did what made sense to her with classic songs. A lot of the artists I love are hard on sleeve. And even besides that, like I say, it's my language. I don't know I wish, because I think a lot of the trendy stuff musically right now is not hard on sleeve. When you think hard on sleeve, sometimes you think Celine Dion, and Celine Dion's amazing. Yeah. But I don't know that she's at the top of pop culture right now. And I used to be almost discouraged when people would say, oh, you remind me of Celine Dion. But the older I get, the more I'm incredibly flattered by that. I mean, it's nothing to be not flattered. She's amazing. Yeah. But she's not cool with the kids. But I've realized I don't need to be cool with the kids. I want to be cool with you. I want to be cool with people who want hard on sleeve. And honestly, you guys have money to spend on shows and CDs and merchandise, so it doesn't seem like a bad fan base.
No, and the thing is the singer-songwriter, like any other sort of writer, that's what's going to endure, and that's what people are going to remember.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think so. What I found interesting was you re-recorded Watermelon Seeds.
Yeah.
What's the story on that song for you?
I had no intention of that. That was not discussed nor planned before I arrived. But on an arranging break, when we were all sitting at the piano, Everybody went to get water, and I just started jamming it. And my producer came in and said, "What is this?" And I said, I sent this to you. You've heard this. And he said, "No, I haven't. We need this." And I said, "Well, but it's been done like twice, actually." And he said, "No, this record needs this. We're going to put this on again." Okay.
Well, for people that haven't heard you, they're going to get a chance. If they're in the Calgary area, there's a CD launch party for Reach Out, the new CD, Saturday, January 17th at the Ironwood Stage and Grill. Is there any chance you can give us a little bit of taste of what people might be able to expect?
Yeah. I am a mouthy morning star. You never know what will fall from my lips. Ooh. And I am a naughty angel, pretty bitter and sweet like this. Put your eyes all over me. You can try to make me sweat. Put your eyes all over me. Yeah. Put your eyes all over me. You can try to make me sweat. Put your eyes all over me. You keep your hands in your pocket. Is it good?
That's wonderful. Opening track for Reach Out. So tickets should be still available, we hope. If you haven't had a chance, go reserve your tickets. Ironwood Stage and Grill, Saturday, January 17th.
Please do.
Jen, thanks so much. It was just a pleasure.
Thank you.